What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of our channel. It's Monday morning, we're starting the week with this black Volkswagen Polo. The car is from 2021. For 3-year-old car, the car is in pretty bad condition. Overall the car is covered in nasty swirl marks, there is some deeper scratches. However, overall the car isn't very bad, there's no dents or there's no really something that would be very challenging or impossible to do. So in the video I'm gonna show you what we use to get this car back to as best as possible condition. Also I'm gonna show you the transformation we will achieve on this car. The car on arrival wasn't too dirty in terms of road film or stuff like that. We prepped it fully, but there was not really huge transformation in the preparation, so I even avoided to record that. We have it fully prepped now. We did full decontamination, so we washed the car, we did tire removal, fallout removal, we clay bar the car, so now we have it ready for polishing. I already started to test the panel and my favorite combination looks like it's working perfectly on this car. So let's have a look at the difference I achieved with my favorite combination on this car. The bonnet is in this kind of condition. Single stage polishing gives me this result. So the polisher I use for dealing with German paint. German paint is usually harder. I use this polisher, Makita PO6000. It's gear driven polisher with 5mm throw. When it comes to polishing pad, I use these pads, not white heavy cut pad. These pads are sort of, I think, ideal for working with harder paints, and the reason of that is that they sort of change their softness when you working. So you have hard heavy cut pad at the start, but from work what happens is the pad gets softer. So instead of using two different stages, I can achieve 2 stages within one set of passes with this pad. The compound has diminishing properties. What that means is the compound has very good cutting power at the start, but the abrasive properties, they break down while you're polishing. So in result you have very good cutting power at the start, but if you work it out properly, you will achieve that nice finish as you could see on this panel. So with this combination you can basically achieve really good paint correction. Also, if the paint is really damaged and you are doing single stage polishing, you can use this combination and it will give you really good results as well. Might not remove all the imperfections within one set of passes, but overall it works so well when it comes to removing imperfections and leaving that nice finish. My idea about paint correction is trying to find the most effective and efficient combination that I can complete the job in sort of shortest time, whatever time is required, but like the shortest time I can do it, possibly achieving the result there rather than doing unnecessary stages. So overall, if you try to learn how to do paint correction, understanding the polishing is a big factor. There is term out there, 3-stage paint correction, and most of newbies do this process with use of heavy cut compound, medium compound, finishing compound. Basically what you need to work is you need to judge the hardness of the paint, you need to judge the level of the damage, find the most effective combination or combinations that will work for that car. Then you don't have to do those unnecessary stages. In this case, the heavy cut combination works extremely well. In some places like the curves, I might have to do some finishing, but on flat panels, it gives me full imperfection removal and it gives me a full level of gloss. Basically, paint correction is not about using the 3 stages, it's about removing imperfections and refining any traces that you could cause during your polishing. And this is basically what we offer to our customers. We offer the most efficient and effective service. That relates to the price as well. The finish, obviously the result is the sort of factor that you should consider the most, but the customer doesn't really care how you do it, whether you do 2 stages, whether you do 75 stages. If you do it 1 stage, the customer is looking for the result that you're gonna achieve on their car. So in the case of this car, our goal is to try to achieve as much paint correction as we can. I price the job for about 20 hours of work. After polishing, obviously use panel wipe to check the real results of your polishing. That's because all the compounds, no matter what compound you use, they have some sort of feeling properties. Most of compounds these days are designed the way that they don't feel the paint as much as the old type of compounds. However, the fact that the compound is sort of very dense, you working with the polisher, so you kind of pushing the compound into any minor imperfections that you could cause during your polishing. So that's why it's so important to remove the compounds fully to see the real result. So just again, here's the result I achieved within this single stage polishing. With that combination, I actually did try to see whether finishing combination will improve the gloss, but after this combination it doesn't make any difference. So in this case it's sort of pointless to go over again with second stage, because that's not going to change anything to the look of the car. So we're getting there with the coating stage. Almost the whole car is finished now with that stage. Some of the places, especially the lower parts of the car, I had to do twice, had to do 2 sets of passes, in some places even 3. Here I still have to do a little bit more. Also, the combination worked really well on majority of the car. However, especially in this part here, it left some marks. It's hard to explain why this happened, but I have to refine this part. Also, in some places, especially those small areas, there is a little bit of hazy finish. I'm not sure how the camera will show it, but this is sort of thing that we always want to refine. So overall, the job is going really well. We have the coating stage almost completed. It's 1:30 now. If I combine all the hours between 3 of us we spent, it comes to about 10-11 hours. Then we're gonna check the car over to see if we haven't missed any sort of scratches, any swirl marks, any marks on the car. Once that's done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna polish the windows with glass polish to remove any lime that might be on the windows. After that, we're gonna rewash the car, and then once the car is rewashed, we're gonna start to prep it for ceramic coating. Why would we wash the car after polishing? The reason of that is that when we polishing, there's a little bit of dust coming out from the polishing, so it wouldn't be too nice finish if there is a little bit of dust here and there when we applying the ceramic coating. So the wash is not going to take too much time. However, it will remove any dust that we have gathered up in between the joints. Of course, in this case, we're not gonna do hand wash. All we're gonna do is just spray snow foam on the car, leave it for a few minutes, and then just rinse it off. Then we'll bring back the car and dry it. So we have the car ready for ceramic coating. After we rewashed the car, I went over with the panel wipe again, just to make sure that the coating will be perfectly bonded with the surface. In meantime, we seal the wheels, faces of the wheels. In the case of this service, we're not removing the alloys, so we only done the faces of the wheels with ceramic coating. We applied tire dressing. Also, we treated the trims. For that, I used Cleantle Ceramic Booster. Is very good product for the paint, but also works really well for the trims. So now we're going to apply coating on the paint. I'll get one of the lads to do the windows as well, to coat the windows with coating for glass. When it comes to ceramic coating for this car, what I'm going to use one of my favorite ceramic coatings, Cleantle Admire. It's sheer coating, easy enough to apply, single coat does all the job. The reason why I pick this product most of the time, if customer doesn't require longer durability coating, is that the product maybe it's not the cheapest itself, but for the fact that it's so easy to apply and the fact that it's only one coat, that sort of doesn't drive the price for the customer too much. I think we achieved really nice transformation on this car. Now when we look at the car, it looks like very nice, very tidy, well looked after car. You've seen the condition of it before. Overall, the car is in great condition, I have to say. Just the swarm marks made it looking bad, like the dullness on the paint, but there's no really dents on the car. There's nothing really major, like there's no deep scratches, marks. We dealt with 1 or 2 stone chips on the bonnet, but other than that, like the car looks really good now. So that's everything in this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this transformation. How would you approach this sort of job? What sort of combinations would you use for polishing especially? If you like this type of content and you haven't subscribed my channel yet, make sure you do. And see you on the next one.